if Al Pacino shows up, if it's an Al Pacino like, it still counts.
This is Drop and Drop Out, the weekly podcast where a mix of gamers come together to talk all about video games. It is Game Awards season, which means we are here to predict the announcements of the biggest night in gaming, the Game Awards. We're not going to be predicting winners. That's going to be next week. This week, we're just going to guess what we think is going to be at that big show in about a month, a little under a month. I'm your host, Patrick, dropping in this week. My favorite member of Dido, Kayla. Kayla, how you doing?
I'm doing swell. I have a fresh cup of tea in my festive Christmas mug, and I'm ready to predict the things.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Samus's second husband, Jordan, a.k.a. Colin with Clips. Jordan, how you doing?
Doing great. Thank you for asking. Good to be here. Excited to predict some shit.
Let's go. LFG, brother. And the homie, Jake Twitchin. Jake, how we doing?
Who's Samus's first husband? Ravenbeak?
I wouldn't know.
That's her. Oh, spoilers.
Samus doesn't need a husband, actually.
That's the right.
She's fine on her own.
Right.
I love that.
She don't need me. I don't know what I do for her.
Come on, brother. As I said, we are going to be predicting announcements for the Game Awards. We have put together a slew of questions that we're going to be going around the horn to answer yes or no on for our official predictions. And then we're going to open it up for some catch-all predictions that aren't covered in the questions. But before we do that, I would like to ask a question of all of us here on the show. It's related. It pertains to the Game Awards. Kayla, I'd like to start with you. How tall are you?
Ooh, good question. I feel like this is a trap.
Can we guess?
I'm self-conscious. I have been jokingly saying that I'm much taller than I appear, IRL. But I'd be more than happy to give you the answer unless you'd like to guess. Any chat guessers?
I'm going to say 5'6".
I'm not going to stand up. Okay.
I'm going to go 5'8".
Whoa, so taller than you'd expect.
Whoa.
I'm going Price is Right style, and I'm taking 5'9", so if it's anything above that, I auto-winded.
6'2", Kayla Gray.
Well, you see, I'm 5'3", so I'm much shorter than all of you guys.
Yeah. I was closest.
I should have guessed 1 inch.
Control said 5'12".
Jordan, how tall are you? 6'2" is my guess.
6'1".
6'1".
6'1".
I remember hearing that you were tall and being surprised by it. So I tried to guess 6'2". Yeah.
I think Jordan gives tall energy.
I don't, but not as that's. I hope that doesn't sound bad. I just don't. I never would have thought you were
a very neutral thing to my ears, so it's fine. Yep.
Yeah.
Now Jake is someone I expect to be tall. Jake gives
short king energy to me.
I think Jake gives 5'9" energy, but he says he's 6 foot.
I think it's 5'10", but the headphones make it 6 foot.
Whoa, those are some tall headphones.
It's good.
I'm thinking 5'10", and his dick makes it 6 feet.
Oh boy, oh, wow. I knew that was coming.
So 2 inches?
Too highly of me. So I always say, when it comes to heights and lengths, it's important to under-promise and over-deliver.
He always.
So I always say I'm 5'10" and 6 inches. So when I show up at 5'11" and 7, we're good to go. Everyone's excited.
Very good.
You said this was related, Patrick?
Yeah, no, I was lying.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I was gaslighting. I would say I was just lying. Yeah.
That happens here sometimes.
Patrick, I hear that you are very tall.
Oh yeah, you skipped.
I'm tall in spirit. But not in reality. For years, I would tell everybody, and I truly believed it, I was 5'10". Like, oh, how tall are you? I'm 5'10". And I went to the doctor once, and he's like, get on the scale, whatever, and they measure you. And I don't remember how, let's just say, you're like, 160, 5'9". I was like, I'm sorry, did you just say I'm 5'9"? as a matter of fact, I'm 5 feet 10 inches. And she was like, no, dude, it's 5'9". And I was like, for so many years, I would have sworn I was 5'10". I don't know where I got it from. I really don't think I was just trying to be taller. So I'm a confident now 5'9", and I own it.
Love
Wow.
that for you.
Thank you.
I love that. This is a very healing moment.
I think so. Yeah. Shout out to JK Games Podcast. Big fan. 8 months of subscribing. I hope they
Incredible.
notice us because big fan of JK Games Podcast.
Wow.
That does remind me though, before we jump in, how about a little bit of housekeeping? JK Games, 3 weeks in a row now, been covering Dispatch on Video Game Book Club. Going to be closing it out next week, Monday night, 9-ish Eastern Time. 9 Eastern Time. Oh boy.
You're gonna be there, so I hope you're right.
I hope I'm right.
You committed.
Gonna be reviewing the whole season and, of course, the last 2 episodes. Also present, Jordan, aka Cognitive Clips, has a video essay dropping this Saturday. Jordan, do we have a time for that yet on Saturday?
About either 9 or 10 a.m. ET.
Okay. By the time you're reading lunch, there will be a video essay. Jordan, do you want to pitch the thesis?
Yes. As of today, actually, we are exactly 3 weeks away from Metroid Prime 4. So the video is like a recap of the original trilogy. Get you caught up on the story just in case you hadn't played them or if you weren't even old enough to touch a controller yet, because it's 18 years old now. The trilogy can vote, folks.
Hell yeah.
So
Amazing.
Heck yeah, even. And I think that's all we have that's exciting going on. That's not true. I just remembered Black Ops on Friday, Black Ops 7.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Jake's been streaming it though.
Jake's been streaming it, but Friday night we're gonna have Jake, we're gonna have Kayla, we're going to have Josh and Jerica ?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Love
Gonna
to
be playing with you if you want to play some Black Ops 7. I think we're starting around 10, a late night start here on twitch.tv/drop-in, drop-out pod. I will be mid honk shoe at that point, I hope. No, that's not true. I will be wide awake. Because of the vanilla Coke, you see, Jake.
Right.
Yes.
Game Awards.
It'll be fun.
As I said at the top of the show, next week we're getting nominations, so next week we will be predicting winners. But tonight, we're talking all about announcements. If you weren't around during the summertime, we did this format for SGF where we came with a bunch of questions that we prepared ahead of time for yes or no's, and then we will circle back in about a month and check in, see how the results went. Which of us on the panel had the most predictions correct? I think let's just jump in. Do we have any questions before we get started?
I'm just wondering who's gonna win amongst all of us. Do we have a prediction?
Sure.
Who's gonna do the prediction for who wins the most predictions?
We can start there. Let's start with who we think gets the most predictions. Kayla, who do you think is gonna walk out on top?
I think Jake, because he usually has like this uncanny just like knowing for things of this nature. So I'm gonna go with Jake.
Okay. Jordan, who do you
Jake Stradamus is real and he can hit. So
think? That's true.
Yeah, that is very true.
Jordan, who you got?
I also predict myself. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
just to keep it interesting, I'm going to predict Jay for Patrick. I mean, actually, I'm going to say you can do. Yeah.
So we have 2 for Jake, Kayla and Jake, believing in Jake. We have 1 for me. I guess let's even it out. I predict both Kayla and Jordan win with a tie.
Love it.
I think I win just sheer luck, just she happened to guess the right answer, folks. There you go.
Also, big news. So the Dan Good Show supposedly revealed earlier in the chat that he learned this week he was 6'1". Thankfully, his wife is also in the chat here to keep us on. It says, I am literally dropping in here to tell everyone he did not just find out he used to say he was 6'1", then decided out of nowhere he was going to gaslight everyone that he was 6 foot because his brother got taller than him. This is
We
this is not good.
We love the real-time correction from the live. I love this.
Thank you, Renee.
Good family.
We appreciate the honesty,
family.
the clarification.
For months now, we have had nothing but trust for the Dan Good Show. And now the Dan Short Show, as Cole Mines points out in the chat. Folks, this is not good. This is Not good. But Summers458, thanks for the follow. We appreciate it. We have a pop in chat. Let's say hi to some folks. We got Basic in the chat, the homie. We got Coal Mines High School Weekly, the Dan Good Show, and Renee. We got who else? We got Kayla in the chat. She's double timing it on the show and in the show. Sears Shard Control. Everybody's here. If you're not here, where are you? You know. All right, let's jump in. First question.
I'm ready.
There will be no visuals tonight. We're just going to be using our imaginations. And thus, I would like us all to close our eyes and picture Geoff coming out for the first time. In the Peacock Theater? Where are we at this time? Doesn't matter.
I think it's Peacock Theater.
Yeah, Peacock Theater. Will Geoff's shoes be any color other than black? Jake?
No.
No. An easy no
They're gonna
from
be
Jake.
black.
Jordan, how about you?
He's gonna change it up with a very dark brown
Whoa.
that you have to squint to see that is not black.
Okay. So, yes, you're saying it will be a color other than black?
Yes, I am
Great.
saying that.
Kayla, yes or no?
No.
I'm going to
So-
say
I think
yes as
that
well.
he sticks with the black.
It won't be black shoes.
If I can, explain a little bit about my thought process here.
Please.
Healy has been notorious for having colorful shoes and wearing sneakers with suits and whatnot in the past. However, I have a theory, and I'm glad we're all locked in now because I'm going to convince you all of what happened last year, and the result will be proven here in a month this year. Last year, the Game Awards was classed up because he called it the 10th anniversary gala event. Gala, perhaps? He tried to make it, he wanted the place to be a little bit more professional. And if you look at the production of like the 9th Game Awards versus the 10th, I would argue that it did kind of step up and seem a little classier between like the set design. He presented himself much nicer. He was wearing a nice pair of black shoes and a suit. No shenanigans, nothing too flashy. Still a generally fun show, but it carried itself more like the Emmys or the Oscars than ever before. And I think, even though it's not being pitched as such this year, I think that's going to be the vibe going forward. I think he's trying to be that guy.
He's trying to be him, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How about that?
From the Powerpuff Girls? Sorry.
Maybe. Question number 2. Will Grand Theft Auto 6 be present in any official capacity? Jake.
No. And if you want more on that, Spotlight Games episode 184, I do believe.
Yes, sir.
From just this other day. We had it out, Patrick and I.
And in fact, if you go watch the Twitch VOD, you'll see all sorts of fun stuff before the actual recording.
Whoa.
Jake
Very
knows what I'm talking
fun.
about.
Pre-show on the Spotlight? Wow.
Jumping
Okay.
in front.
We started doing it on JK too. We've just adopted it as
How
a
about that?
universe.
Should I do a
Jordan,
pre-show for my video essay?
you good? I'm not going to stop you. Jordan, will GTA 6 be present?
I think
in
it's a
any
goose
capacity?
egg.
Goose egg.
No,
Kayla?
no.
I think yes. I think that they will probably be like, they had to push it again. So I think they're going to be wanting to give something. I think we'll get another like short trailer,
Okay.
like something small. Yeah.
Jake, I would like to clarify. The wording that you put here is in any official capacity. Would an advertisement count?
Yeah, I would count if it was like because that would be the first, if it's a Rockstar brought this product, other than like somebody saying like GTA 6 is coming next year on our console. It can't be like a Sony thing that mentions it in passing.
Yeah.
But this is not a game that is mentioned in an official capacity lightly. It's either press release or one of 2 trailers
Sure.
ever. So if there was a teaser or a commercial or an ad, it would be massive.
Okay. I didn't
Any
know
extra footage.
because sometimes the commercials are weird with the Game Awards. I didn't know if we weren't counting that. So I'm going to say no. I don't
would
think we
count
see it at the Game Awards. GTA 6.
Isn't the Game Awards kind of a whole commercial itself?
It is
In a
for
way.
sure. It's
There's
unique
commercials
in that
within the
aspect.
commercial. I see I know what you mean though.
Yeah.
Like the little short little where they put the anime games like in the
and the AI slot.
B-roll.
Like Arc Raiders. Sorry, what?
Yeah, I mean you're not. Troy Baker. Are we all familiar? Everybody knows Troy Baker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we think he's going to wear one of his silly hats? Jake?
Yes.
Is that how I had phrased it when I sent you the
I
questions?
don't think that's how you phrased it, but I'm being nice.
That was a question I think before, I believe.
Yeah.
I did.
It's
I
always a
brought some
question,
of the
I think.
questions over because I'm always curious on if Troy Baker's gonna wear one of his stupid fucking hats, and
Okay.
I think this is one of those times. I feel like it's a hat year.
Yeah.
Odd
hat
numbers
year?
are hat years.
Jordan, how about you?
He's wearing it.
Yeah.
He's
okay.
got to.
Kayla.
I think when we did this last time, we counted it because he's in that game with the mouse, like what's the mouse game that he's like a voice
Oh,
actor?
that's
in?
it.
I think it's literally
time-
called Mouse PI.
They tried to
Yeah.
count it on a technicality.
I think we did, yeah. And I would say officially yes this time.
Okay. Officially, yes. this
Jordan,
time. I'm going to say no. Jordan, what you
Also, lest we forget, this is the award year where Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is eligible. So if nothing else, he wears the Indiana Jones hat. You know, like
Mm.
got? That won't count, though, unless he is physically as Troy Baker the human wearing the hat.
I
I'm
see. I
already
see.
I'm putting my
like,
foot down. We're not counting a trailer animated as him wearing a hat.
In spirit of the bet, if he comes out wearing like a hat that's not silly, then he's fine. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's
Yeah,
that's
on
a,
whose
that's a no.
opinion is it?
I
Silly or
think
not?
this
General
is
consensus.
the reason I say
Yeah.
no is that I think this is a hair year. I think his hair is going to be big and loud.
Oh,
slicked back.
got it.
Yeah, not pushed back, even though it would push back.
Not
really
pushed
nice.
back. He's getting the sloppy steaks.
That's exactly right. I'm going to turn us around a little bit. I've been doing Jake and around. I'm going to start with me this time for the next few so that Jake doesn't keep going first, even though I always want him pushed into a corner. Will an award recipient shed a tear? I say no. Kayla.
I like when people show their emotions, so
Sure.
I'm gonna say yes.
Jordan.
I do.
I think yes.
Jake.
I think so.
Hey, is anyone writing these answers down?
I am. Yeah, I'm being very good.
Noah.
That's very good. Noah.
Noah!
Tree boy.
I think yes. Yeah, I think yeah. And the
I tell you
reason
what.
I'll give you a
No,
reason.
finish going.
I think it's a strong year for indie games, which means a lot of people are going to have their first time being at this show. A lot of people will get an award for the first time. A lot of smaller teams that didn't think this would be a possibility.
Sure.
Dreams coming true, so on and so forth.
Just to clarify, someone speaking in a French accent isn't crying. I just want to clarify that to start. Some people might get those two things confused. So when the Clair Obscure devs are just talking, that doesn't count. Also,
Jordan won't be able to tell because he's gonna be crying, so it's
that's
gonna be hard to
correct.
see.
That's exactly right. I think
Yeah.
if Troy Baker doesn't wear a hat and no one cries, I got a big lead on y'all. But if the reverse happens, I fear I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Next up, Sonic the Hedgehog, Jake's favorite little slut. Will he reveal himself this year? Which I assume means will we see Sonic in any capacity in a trailer, a commercial, etc. I think no. I don't think we get Sonic. Kayla, what about you?
I feel like we just had a ton of Sonic stuff come out, so it's like it doesn't. I don't think so because I mean we just had Crossworlds. Wasn't there something else that just came out recently
Rumble.
too?
Rumble. I think
Yeah.
I think Crossworlds is the if we do see Sonic, it's by way of Crossworlds. More
Okay.
characters.
No, I'm gonna say no. Yeah.
Jordan?
Actually, yeah, because of Crossworlds, I'm thinking yes. I think they're gonna announce
Okay.
some other random like Hatsune what's her name?
Hatsune Miku.
Thank you. Sorry.
I
Yeah.
don't know her name.
Fake fan.
Not fan is actually.
Oh.
I've never listened to her. It's not like I listened and hated it. I've never listened to her music, but yeah, I think they're going to reveal some other crazy characters in the Crossworlds.
Barack
At some
Obama.
point.
Jake?
Ooh.
I would like to see Cog get like super into Hatsune Miku over the next year. I think that would be a fun arc to follow.
Pipeline.
Yeah. I think we will see Sonic. I think it'll be in like, I don't know. I keep on predicting. The Frontiers team needs to put out their follow-up to that game, and it's been like 4 years. It's time to show that fucker.
Has it been that long?
I think it's 2021 or no, it's 2022. It's been 3 years.
Oh,
The passage of time is horrible either way. So yeah.
No, for sure.
I came
Um,
out the same day as God of War Ragnarok, or within like 1 day.
Interesting. Summers
Coal Mines
458
asks-
said
You
Crossworlds
both
will be
same time.
nominated, so 100%. Yeah, sorry about that.
I'm just
So
kidding.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know if that counts. Just being nominated wouldn't count. I think it needs to be right, Jake. It needs to be like a new something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say so.
Hell yeah. What were
Yeah.
you gonna bring up, Jordan, or was it the same thing?
Know that Coal Mines put in the chat. Additional question: will Jordan have another bunny moment? So-
Maybe.
I don't
We'll have to
remember
see.
this.
Yeah, when he sees
Uh,
Hatsune Miku, probably.
Bunny.
bunny.
Final Fantasy VII Remake. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Is it time for Final Fantasy VII Regards? Warm regards is going to be the subtitle for Final Fantasy VII, Part 3. Will we see it, Jordan?
My actual before I remembered that we were doing a yes or no format, I had jotted down my Final Fantasy VII prediction. Reclamation. Write that down.
Write that down. Write that down.
Write that
You
down.
can't even fit it on the fucking box. Too big of a word.
How about reconciliation?
I won't stand for this.
Repatriation. Sam Porter Bridges makes an
Redacted.
appearance.
Now we're talking.
Redacted.
Redacted.
Jordan, is it time for Final Fantasy VII Part 3?
Yes.
Kayla, is it time?
Yes, it is.
No.
Jake?
Yes, it's time for Final Fantasy VII Reborn to be announced.
Oh, Reborn. Oh, okay. I think it's going to be Requiem, and they're going to have the QB 9, and it's going to be Final Fantasy 9 remake, actually. But no, I fear we will not see it at the Game Awards.
I mean, if it's 7 Part 3, 7, 8, 9. So there you go.
7 did eat 9.
Show it off.
No crumbs. Slay the house down boots. Will we see Fable gameplay? Jordan.
Oh, Fable. No. I think they're going to save it for like the early, like January, February, whatever that is, like the
Developer
Underscore direct nonsense.
underscore.
underscore direct.
Okay. Kayla. Will we see Fable gameplay?
I would like to say yes for the people that I know really want it, aka Jerka, second half of Jerk and well, Patrick is having a moment. I'm so sorry. I must speak for my co-host who's not here. But no, I don't think so. Realistically,
Speak for your co-host that is here. Fucking me, dude.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Jake. Are we going to see Fable?
No, I don't think so.
Now, do I make it interesting and say yes just so that there's a difference, or is this on a wash and we all say no? I'm going to say yes.
How
What does
right
your
do
heart
you want to
say?
be?
My heart
Daddy?
says we don't see it, but for the voting, I am going to say yes.
Interesting.
Summers
so
makes a good
fucking
point
up.
in the chat. I think we see a Fable trailer that doesn't have gameplay, which I would say spirit
Oh.
of the bet. I would give that to Patrick if we see a trailer.
I'd agree with that.
You know, could be in engine, could be out. I'm okay with that.
Drop in, drop out, you say?
Jin.
Ooh.
I think we are past the point of getting a Fable trailer with no gameplay. Now that we've seen a little bit of it, I think it'd be weird to not see gameplay.
We have
It
not
could
seen
be one of
any
those
gameplay
things
so
where
far,
it's
right?
like-
We've seen a teensy bit.
It's
Okay,
the
okay.
same. I bet we see the same kind of thing where it's like it's gameplay, but it's in engine and the HUD's not there. You know, it still kind of looks a little.
Yeah.
You might say, is it gameplay? And it probably is, but we don't know.
Actually,
Killzone 2 trailer type shit.
Oh god.
Sony lied.
Sony.
that's the headline.
Those fucks at Sony. Oh, I swear. Jordan. I'm sorry for
Yes.
that outburst. Will a presenter say fuck at the Game Awards?
I mean, there's got to be at least one, right?
You think at
there's
least one
gotta-
bum?
Yeah.
Presenter. So not counting someone that is getting an award.
I know what you meant, and I stand by it.
Okay. Kayla?
I think somebody's gonna ad lib or somebody's gonna trip up a stair and be like, oh, and, something's gonna happen.
Somebody's gonna walk
Oh
out.
fuck! I fell.
Exactly.
Step, sis.
Kayla?
I would like to think that they're all good boys over there, and good boys and girls and they don't say the F-bomb.
So just to be clear, I just want to follow the line of thinking here. You were saying if you say fuck, you're bad.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Oh shit.
Jake, will a presenter or guest? Oh, actually, this says or guest. Now that I read it again, I skipped guest the first time. Well, that's what it says. Will a presenter or guest say fuck?
Okay. Yeah, but like guest isn't a winner either. I would say like it could be like a presenter or somebody that's like brought up to sometimes fucking like Keely just brings out Al Pacino because he was around,
Or Harrison Ford.
I'm Don
if
Pacino.
if Al Pacino shows up, if it's an Al Pacino like, it still counts. Actually, I think he ended up. Now I remember Al Pacino standing there awkwardly for 10 minutes while
Correct.
Christopher Judge gave his fucking.
Correct. Oh my.
Oh
God.
my god.
So funny. Oh my fucking god.
Or that
It
Harrison
was
Ford
already so
dissociation
bad
stare.
even before the speech.
I forgot
someone's
about
gonna say
that Al Pacino.
I do too.
Dude, it was the first thing that happened at the Game Awards.
I'm dead.
I'm kind of interested in keeping it just to presenter and getting rid of the Al Pacino likes.
Yeah.
And Jake just leaves the podcast. I'm gonna say
technically-
only a presenter.
Technically, Al Pacino did present something, didn't he?
That's true.
He
Yeah, that's
presented either he introduced somebody or he presented an award or something. And Dan Goodsham had a good point that I was thinking of as well. Joseph Ferris is probably going to be there. He's notorious for dropping the F-bombs. So if he presents anything, easy win.
Yeah, I wonder if he'll present as someone who will be nominated, even though he fucking shouldn't be.
We should say.
Probably.
I guess we'll find out.
Split fiction. So does anybody, now that I'm making the official stance as it is only presenter, no guests, does anybody want to change their mind so far?
No. I stand by mine. No.
I'm gonna join Kayla and say everyone will be very good, and no presenters will say fuck.
Correct.
PlayStation. Ever heard of them?
Hardly know him.
Will a first-party PlayStation game debut at the Game Awards? Kayla, I'm starting with you.
Debut at the Game Awards?
Yeah, so a new IP or not even a new IP, just a new game that we don't know exists from PlayStation being revealed. So it could be a new God of War or a new IP.
Oh, I didn't think about God of War though. Is it time? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say yes, and I think it is God of War. Actually, that's a really good point. It's been a while.
It's been a while, Jacob.
All right. Outside of like a technicality here, like MLB The Show or something like that, I'm gonna ask a question, and maybe it's stupid. Has PlayStation announced a new fucking game this year? Or was the last time Intergalactic at the Game Awards last year?
Didn't they just announce that Horizon MMO, like officially? Wasn't that just
They
announced?
did.
That doesn't fucking count.
Oh,
I'd say that's a technicality. And like I feel like their only big like reveal has been like the re-reveal of Wolverine, which we already kind of knew about. I feel like the last one was that Intergalactic, which is now a year old, that announcement.
Last Game Awards. I would say that a Horizon IP game counts, but I think that's the only one I think that I can think of.
PlayStation didn't even get uploaded to the PlayStation YouTube channel, did it?
Okay, that I don't know.
Is that the litmus test of the YouTube channel? I feel like it should
It's
be.
like a
I guess.
10-minute
Yeah.
developer interview with NetEase.
Yeah, Jake, I think you might be. I think you might be right because the only things I can think of that have been like revealed have just been things that were like debuted at a state of play but weren't actually exclusives, like Tides of Annihilation. I don't think that's a PlayStation exclusive, is it? I think it's a console for like Xbox as well.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
mean,
also
that's second party though. Still, I would say.
Yeah.
I just want to see more Heretic Prophet. No,
Control got
I'm
us.
fine with that.
Saros.
Oh, you're right. Sarah
That was Game
was in,
Awards
like,
as well,
a-
wasn't it?
No,
That
that was
was-
a state of play,
No.
like the
State of play.
February or April.
Yeah, that was a state of play this
Yeah.
year.
No, it didn't know they deeply dove, but I think they revealed it at Game Awards.
Did they?
Could have sworn.
I don't
Gotta
think so.
go.
I'm pretty sure
Saros.
it was all.
It
at
was
once.
just like the like you see
the announced trailer
Rahul
was
and you see
9
the
months
logo.
ago.
No, it was February 2025 during PlayStation State of Play.
My bad. All right.
Cinematic trailer. Yeah. First gameplay footage was in September. Interesting.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, I'm
Cool.
excited for that, I think. Yeah. I think I'm excited for that.
Yeah, me
You
too.
sound it.
Yeah.
So, Jake, what's your answer? Yes or no? Are we going to get a first-party PlayStation game debut?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
He says.
Yeah. What is it?
Yeah. I'm going to say yes as well.
Same here.
Wow.
We're all
It's a
hopeful,
wash.
I think-
hopeful babies. Hopeful
There's just been too
babies.
many rumors of these God of War spinoffs and like the revisiting the Greek and whatever. Like there's been too many of those rumors for none of them to be true. So
Sure.
something's got to give.
I can't remember if there was a first-party PlayStation game announced at Game Awards 2023, but it feels like there was. So this
Wolverine?
would
There
be
was
the
the
third year. in a row.
Spider-Man 2 release date, I'm pretty sure. Was that year? Or would that be the year prior? Because there was a really weird thing where they like had like a like an October, November state of play, like a really late one. And then right after that, Spider-Man 2 popped up with a release date because we were all perplexed that didn't have one. Oh, that might have been a Summer Game Fest thing though.
I think it was something weird like a September to October or like a July to August. You're right. It was something weird, like little big thing with no date. And then like a month later they had the date and it was very dumb.
2023,
Planet?
the Game Awards opens with God of War Valhalla. Great fucking call.
Ooh.
Summers with the W. So yeah, I'm
Wow.
thinking 3 years in a row. Maybe 4 if there was one at
God.
Game Awards 2022.
The opening of the 2023 Game Awards, which I'm pretty sure goes from fucking God of War Valhalla, which at that point we thought was much more of a thing than it is, because that initial reveal trailer is so sick. It's like
Yeah.
Kratos is going back to Greece in the 2018 engine, but it's really just like roguelike DLC that's okay. And then right into fucking Hades 2.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
That Hades.
That's
2
crazy
reveal
that it got
trailer was
announced.
nuts.
That long ago and like just came out.
Mm-hmm.
Kayla and
funny.
Cog, are y'all gonna play Hades too?
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually. It's on my
I
It's so fucking good, dude. I can't stop playing.
I downloaded it. It's downloaded.
Yeah.
I'm at the point in the year where I'm needing to decide what to pick up myself and what to put on like, holiday wish list kind of situation. So there's actually the physical edition of it coming for Switch 2 either late this month or early next month. So put that on my wish list.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Well, speaking of Nintendo, will Nintendo have a presence outside of an ad? Kayla.
What do we remember what occurred last year?
Nintendo historically is not a Game
Yeah,
Awards
Nintendo
company.
might fucking hate Keeley.
I don't know that we've ever gotten anything
Along with
notable from
The
Nintendo.
future
at
class
Game
and
Awards.
I think I'm gonna stick with no.
Okay. Jake,
No.
I'm also a no. As much as I want it to be yes, I'm gonna say no.
I feel like we're missing
Now,
something because High School Weekly has Bayonetta was announced at the Game Awards. Good point.
Bayonetta
that's
1?
true.
Maybe that
Which
was
Bayonetta?
long ago.
Those are second party
Maybe
games.
Bayonetta
Get
3.
out of here, High Score
Also,
Weekly.
yeah, I don't. This isn't. I'm not trying to make anybody have the worst day in chat. Do people care about Bayonetta like that? Like, would you people say like Bayonetta's a Nintendo game? as they would
No,
like
it's
Zelda, Mario,
That's
Sega
true, yeah.
developed.
Racing, fucking Metroid, fucking Fire Emblem, fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not first party developed, so no.
Do we get dust plugs again though? I mean, that was
Jordan,
Nintendo
what I,
exclusive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same deal
Yeah.
though. FromSoft developed, Nintendo published, so
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Remind me what you mean by ad, because again, it's like the Game Awards are very like odd with how they do that. So like,
So the ads will be like they do presentations. We see like world premiere, and then Jeff will be like, later in the show, we're gonna be joined by the drummer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and stick around because the Muppets are gonna be here too. And then we get like 45 seconds of some fucking hero shooter that no one knows exists, and it was made
Right.
by 3 people, and it looks like dog shit. Like
Team
that-
Cherry, Team Cherry as a
Aw.
hero shooter.
That's exactly right.
Because
Team
what I jotted
Cherry.
down was like, they won't reveal any new stuff, but they will have like, I can see them having like a sizzle reel type of thing to kind of show off like Switch 2 stuff leading into the holidays. But like that very well could fall into the ad category though. So like I'll say yes, but I'm probably gonna be wrong.
Okay. Yeah, if there is like the clear ad sections, there's just a trailer for Mario Kart World just advertising the game. That doesn't count, essentially.
they do that almost every time. There's like a little, upbeat music plays, and then it's like a montage of like Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Kirby Air Riders available now, Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah.
The Muppets have been at the last at least 2 shows, I think.
At least.
At least.
Or yeah.
Will we see Muppets at this year's show, Jake?
Yes.
Jordan?
Sorry, I had something in my mouth. Yeah, they're gonna be there for sure.
Kayla?
I think no, but do we get more felt that boxing, which is Muppets adjacent?
Ooh, okay.
Mm,
I would like that, but I say no.
High School Weekly says he's going to announce he bought all the Muppets since PBS closed. RIP.
That's true.
So, Jake, yes. Jordan, yes. Kayla, no. I'm riding with Jake and Jordan with a yes. I just feel like he's so Muppets obsessed, and I don't get it. Like, why are the Muppets at the Game Awards? But because it's been a few years in a row, I won't be surprised if they aren't present this year.
he fucking weaseled his way into that last Muppet movie too, like the Muppet Haunted
Did
Mansion.
he
What?
really?
Yeah, he's
I
in
didn't
it.
even know
Oh
there
my
was another
god,
Muppet movie.
that's hilarious.
2021 film Muppet Haunted Mansion IMDb credit for Geoff Keighley.
Not Geoff.
Not
Geoff.
Geoff.
Mhm.
Is his real name Jeffrey?
Probably.
Joffrey.
Bet it is.
No.
Probably.
No,
Joffrey Keighley.
sounds right.
I don't believe there was one last year, but will there be a stage rush snafu this year, Jake?
Yes, it's gonna be minor. It's gonna be minor, but it's gonna happen. There will be some kind of obstruction to the order of things.
Okay. Jordan.
Ariana Grande just got the other day.
She
That
I
was-
saw
yeah, that was
that.
Yeah.
Not Cynthia.
Cynthia was
like,
on it.
I liked though when she deadpanned at the camera and she was like,
What's the character's
Oh,
name?
Oh, she's
plays?
jacked. No one told
Yeah,
me
she's
Cynthia was
scary.
jacked.
Oh, yeah. it is.
yeah. I love that for her.
Me too.
Cynthia, who
Um,
plays
great.
Elphaba, Jake?
Alfaba. Yeah.
Yeah. I say no. Personally. You didn't
Jordan,
ask
did you
me
say
yet,
yes or
but-
no?
I didn't say. I'm saying no. I think that they have increased security a lot since the last couple. So
I think if we do get one, I'm saying no. But I'm saying my official guess for no points is if we do get one, it'll be a Free Palestine something. Which I will salute with them.
Listen, I'm deep into this IMDb page right now and looking at Keeley and the Muppets, and I gotta just tell you, he's credited as singing bust, which I believe is like a statue type thing. But there's also 5 other credits for people that played singing busts in the Muppets. And the company he keeps in this category is absolutely unreal. Two people I've never heard of. And then Craig Robinson, famous comedian, and Pat Sajak,
Whoa.
host of Wheel of Fortune.
Former.
What?
This is true. Seacrest.
Retired. He earned it.
Wow.
Wow.
Kojima-san, Jordan's favorite creator of video games that he respects highly. Will he speak at this year's Game Awards, Jake?
Kojima will speak through a translator, but he will speak.
He will speak. Jordan?
Yes, because I think they're gonna have another OD trailer, and then Kojima's gonna talk about it for like way too long. And yeah, he'll be there. He'll talk.
Kayla?
Yes, and it'll be the classic. He gives a long speech in his native language, and then the translator goes, "He says it's gonna be good."
Hi.
Yeah.
I say hi. Which means yes in his native language, Kayla, which is Japanese. How many TV shows or
Japan.
movies will be showcased?
Did you answer?
I said hi.
I said yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Hi. That means yes, Jake.
Understood.
LFG.
Arigato.
Arigatou gozaimasu. How many TV shows or movies will be showcased at the awards? Jake, are we looking for like a specific, like a one number, like 4?
Yeah, I think this one is like you got to hit the right number because it's usually pretty straightforward. Like there was like a Fallout trailer and an Arcane trailer last year, you know. There's usually a tie-in, and then sometimes there's one that's like a fucking stretch. Like, why are we showing this here? Usually tries to sneak some IMAX shit in there. I'm pretty sure there was a fucking Tenet trailer at one of these ones.
Probably.
interesting.
Yeah.
Jake, are you the one that told me about his weird connection with IMAX?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. His dad, his late father, actually, he died just a couple months ago. Is like he's not the founder of IMAX, but he is a huge component of that company, and that's how that's where Keeley nepotism comes from. That's how he's like in the biz, and that's why Christopher Nolan and Jonathan Nolan show up all the time to those random things, is because if you look up, it's David Keeley, same last name. If you look up his IMDb, he's credited on like a bunch of crazy movies that were like shot in IMAX as like a production role of some sort. Fucking crazy.
Control says Lil Nepotiz, which that does go very hard. Is your boy Lil Nepotiz? I'm gonna say 2. I think it'll be a light year for movies and TV. Kayla, how about you?
I think 2, and I think it's Fallout, and we get a little something from the Death Stranding show that just got announced.
Okay, if it's 2 and it's those 2, I'm giving you an extra point.
Okay. I think we'll get a little something while Kojima's
A little
on
something.
stand.
Jordan?
I think we get 3.
3. Okay. Jakey?
4.
4. And this
on.
isn't
Going hard.
closest. This is just you get it or you don't.
Correct. So
Right.
if it's 5, I'm fucked.
Yep.
Yeah, you are.
This is going to be a lightning round about video games specifically. Will we see this game here? How do I want to capture this? Because there's a lot of these. I'll just come back and rewatch this one. Judas. Are we going to see Judas, Jordan?
Yes.
Yes.
With
Kayla?
a release date.
Okay. Judas with a release date. Kayla?
Yes.
Jake?
No.
I think no as well. The Wolf Among Us 2. I think no. Jake?
No.
Jordan?
No.
Kayla? Blade. Kayla.
No.
Will we see Blade?
No.
Jordan?
I forgot it existed until just now, so no.
Jake?
For that exact reason, I'm going to say yes. They need to remind us.
They need to remember Blade. I say yes as well.
Fair.
Light, no fire. Jake?
That's the follow-up to No Man's Sky from a a company. No.
Hello Games.
Jordan?
Yes.
I say yes. Kayla?
Didn't we see it last year?
No.
Briefly?
I don't think so.
The year
Years ago.
before.
I
I think it was 2023 where they revealed it. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Concerned Ape's next game, The Haunted Chocolatier. Kayla?
I fear no.
Jordan?
Unfortunately.
No.
Jake?
Yes.
I think no. Also, I saw the Stardew Valley Orchestra concert, and the guy that was hosting it was also the conductor, and he did such a good job pretending like he knew what he was talking about. But there's this point in it where he's like, Atlanta, we're so glad that you're here. You guys, we came here last year with this other version of this concert, and you guys are one of our favorite audiences. And in fact, we have a special treat for you. Concerned Ape has recorded you guys a special message, and they play it, and it's the most generic fucking. There's no way that he recorded this for Atlanta. Like, he never says the city. He never addresses anybody. He's just like, hey guys, thanks so much for being here. It's like, this isn't special.
I love all my fans in Atlanta.
Exactly.
You're my favorite.
Atlanta.
It was a nice concert though. Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. We got the first reveal at last Game Awards. Do we see it again, Jake?
No.
Kayla?
Yes.
Jordan?
Nar.
I see no R as well. A God of War anything. It could be a remake, a show, a movie, a game, just God of War. Are we going to see the IP? I think yes. Jake?
No.
Jordan?
Yes.
Kayla?
Yes.
Persona 6, the green one. I think yes. Kayla?
I think no.
Jordan?
Yes.
Jake?
No.
Star Wars. It could be KOTOR. It could be the David Cage game. It could be Cal Kestis again. Anything Star Wars. Jordan?
No.
Kayla?
There's so many in progress Star Wars games that I would like to see to fruition. So I'm gonna say yes to try to manifest the energy.
Okay, manifest it. Jake?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be like Kayla's saying. I think it's gonna be some like random fucking thing. I don't think it's gonna be any of the ones that you mentioned.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be like Fortnite DLC. They're bringing Star Wars back again. Like something like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's my guess.
Somehow
will-
Palpatine returned again.
Exactly. Will we see a new Kojima game? Not anything that we've ever heard of before. A new Kojima game, Jake.
No.
Jordan.
Impossible.
I wouldn't say impossible. Kayla?
I say no. I think he's very like dedicated to the current projects. I don't think he would do anything else right now.
I
Or
think
at least
also
announce anything
no.
else.
But he already has announced like 2 games more than he should have. So I won't be surprised.
That's
if
true,
we get
yeah.
Another one. And then finally, to wrap up the lightning rounds, Control 2, Jordan.
Yes, with a year but no full date.
Okay. Jake?
Jack up, wrap off, no control.
Whoa. We got control in the chat right now.
Kayla?
I don't think so. No.
Remedy and Sam are big fans of Geoff, but I just don't know that they're ready. But I'm going to manifest Control 2. I hope we see Control 2 as well. Jordan?
All your answers are locked in. You cannot change them. The first concept art for the game was almost exactly 3 years ago. So I think there's got to be some footage they can show. It's not going to be a long trailer, no solid date, but they're going to show something. That's
The
what I'm
first
saying.
concept art of Control 2.
Was November 11th of 2022. Yep.
What was it?
Wow.
It was like, it looked like it was outside of the oldest house with like weird, you couldn't tell if it was the hiss or something else, like kind of like just creepy vibe kind of thing. So, yep.
Chances they replace the hiss with a new enemy called the piss. High?
Lower
high.
than 60%.
Okay.
Actually, it's going to be the hearse, and it's going to be a woke game. Yeah.
That's
How
something.
about the puss? And it's just a bunch of
I believe it's
vulvic-
pronounced pus.
Excuse me. Thank you.
Puce.
Poo-poos.
Something that we did last time around, we brought in the community a little bit. We're going to have them be the judge of certain things. I haven't seen him in the chat today, but Swanky is going to be the judge of this one. Kayla, what will there be more of? Hunks or babes? And this will be up to Swanky Joinkers what the answer is.
I think babes. Personally.
I fear it is not the time yet for hunks. I'm going babes as well. Jake?
The time for hunks is now.
Okay. Jordan?
Men are underrepresented. We really need more of them.
We do.
Yeah, we need some more male representation in the video game industry. Yeah, I'm going to go hunks on this one.
When it comes to sexualizing, we do need more hunks. Can I just say?
You're so right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you have to
listen.
appreciate Street Fighter 6 because everybody's thick.
God,
Doesn't
those
matter who it
thighs,
is.
dude.
Everybody who is
That's
like of age
true.
is just thick.
Close
With,
your
like,
Equal
four
eyes.
thick
Cs.
Point
representation.
randomly.
Yeah.
Whoever we land on can crush my head with their thighs in Street Fighter 6.
You see that that new reveal for Rogue and Gambit for Marvel Rivals? Thick.
You mean, did I have some alone time the other night? Yes, Jordan.
With Remy LeBeau. Mon ami.
Mon ami, I said. Will Rabbit deem the show a 420 or a 69, Jake?
That's such a funny question I came up with. I'm the best. I'm
You're
going with a
hilarious.
420.
Jake's going with a 420. Jordan?
He's going to give it a 69.
Whoa. Kayla?
69.
I'm going to say 420. I hope he gives it a
Amazing.
420 69, but I don't want to guess too hard and be wrong. Sierra Shard. Will there be any games that look more peak than Mirror's Edge 2008, Jake?
No. Not for Sierra Shard.
Not for Sierra Shard. Kayla?
I don't know a ton about Sirius Shard, but based on Jake's answer, I'm gonna go no.
Jordan?
I'm going to say yes. Let's be different. You know?
So Cirrus and I both share a deep love of Mirror's Edge. And I came up with this question. And
Who up? Edge in the Mirrors.
That's exactly right. He's a slut for Mirror's Edge, he says. So I feel like for a game to look more peak than Mirror's Edge, it has to be a Mirror's Edge like, which I do think is pretty unexpected. I'm going to say no with the win-win mentality, where if it's not there, I get the point, and if it is there, I get the game. So
Whoa.
I can't lose. How many games will coal mines think look tedious as hell? That little modifier there, Jake?
7.
7, he says. I can also provide some context, a little bit of context. I was speaking with coal mines, and he said, actually, let me pull up the Discord message to see exactly how he wrote it. He said, Jake is a big old piece of shit, and also games like Balatro, Stardew Valley, and Animal Crossing, etc., is what he describes as tedious as hell. So a
How
card
many
game
games does
or a
Kayla
farm
like that I don't like? Yeah.
Jake says 7. It doesn't. But here's but to clarify, it can be outside of those two genres. Those are just 2 examples he gave, or 3 examples he gave. Jordan, how many games do you think coal mines will think look tedious as hell?
I was going to say 5 until you read those examples, and I'm going to say like 11.
11.
So,
Kayla,
Well, I'm offended on a personal level, and I want to say 12.
wow. Okay, I'm gonna say
respect
3.
that. Wow.
Wow. Will the Dan Good Show deem this a Dan Bad Show or a Dan Good Show?
Whoa.
Jordan, let's start with you.
I love me some Dan, and I think he's going to say it's a Dan Good show.
He's gonna say it is a Dan Good Show. Jake,
It was a classic Dan Bad Show situation.
classic.
Mm.
I'm gonna also say a Dan Bad Show. Kayla, how about you?
Control said a Dan 6-1 show.
That's very funny.
A callback. I think Dan is not a harsh critic, so I'm gonna say Dan good show.
Dan, good show.
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally wrote DHS, which I think is a Dan Hood show. If he thinks the show's pretty hood, put that.
Amazing.
High School Weekly said have to confirm with his wife after.
On a scale of 1 to 10, which I won't go outside of the scale to fuck myself this time, how upset? My brain can't understand. How upset
Jake's
will
writing?
Noah be with Geoff Keighley? Jake, on a scale of 1 to 10.
9, I would say.
I was
Noah
thinking 9 as
generally
well.
dislikes Geoff Keighley, I would say. But the range of hatred changes from year to year depending on the outcome of the show and Geoff Keighley's actions,
Yeah.
so on and so forth.
I'm sticking with a 9 with you. Jordan, how about you?
I'm gonna say 10.
10, yeah. I think 10 is a fair and safe guess. Kayla?
I'm gonna say 8.5.
8.5. Ooh, we're
Yeah.
bringing the 0.5s in. I like it.
He's gonna give us a long
okay.
reason why. You know.
I mean,
13 of them.
It's Noah. He's going to give us 13 pages as to why he fucking hates Geoff Keighley. And then
13 pages.
Jake's going to have it read by a AI robot on the show.
That was one of the funniest things that you've ever done on the show, I think. He was
I'm
so
not reading all
upset.
this shit.
He was so upset. I've never seen him more upset in my life. Okay, I want to now open it up. I have one more topic of conversation to end the show with, but I want to stick with the announcement predictions now. Does anybody else, and I also want to bring in the Discord submissions as well, but does anybody have predictions that they thought of that we didn't cover in any of the questions? And we don't have to be here all night, but if there are a few that you thought of that we didn't talk about, if anybody has them, just jump in and share them.
I have a question to pose to the group that I don't necessarily have an answer for, but do we think that we get any console reveals or like pricing or any dates? Like, do we think that there's any console evolution discussion here?
Jordan seems to think
Yes.
so.
Yes. I
Jordan?
think that Xbox is going to go ahead and announce their next box for next year. I think they're going to get ahead of it. Like, I think it was the 360 era, maybe, where they were still like releasing 1 year apart from Sony's, and Sony's definitely not going to reveal theirs yet. So they're going to try to get ahead of the curve and reveal theirs at the Game Awards.
That's crazy. Have we ever had a console revealed, like a one that matters?
The Series X?
Xbox can't navigate their way out of a fucking cardboard box right now, much less announce a new one.
They
That's
announced
true,
the
yeah.
Series X. So does that mean they also announced the Series S at the Game Awards?
No, they announced the One X, I believe. It was the Project Scorpio, right? Was that?
Oh,
I
yeah,
see.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I thought the big Series X, because they had like the Cinema Saga trailer to go with it too. That was like hyper real. I
Was
thought that was
it-
at the Game Awards. I could be wrong. I've been
Was
wrong
it
before.
Summer Games Fest? We got the Rogue, we got, was that Game Awards or the
Aces ROG
Summer
Ally?
Game?
It might have been.
Or ROG.
It might have been.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Control said the
Microsoft
next
confirmed
box.
Project Scarlet at its E3 2019 press conference.
Scarlet. So yeah,
Yeah.
that is series, right?
Yeah.
Time
So
frame
not,
wise.
not the Game Awards. But maybe the One X then, potentially, although that might have been pre-Game Awards. I don't know
know.
time.
Time is a construct, I fear.
I fear. I do fear.
That's all I have. Everything else we touched on.
Jordan, what else? What did we miss?
I think I had like one other one. Hang on one second. I think there's a good chance we see a Tides of Annihilation release date trailer, because they revealed it earlier this year. Then they had like a week later they had like an actual like pretty like 10-15 minute gameplay demo. So it seemed like it was at least like decently far along. So I think we might get a reveal trailer or a release date trailer for that one.
Okay.
And I think that also, speaking of Xbox and their weirdness, I think that Campaign Evolved is going to have a weirdly large presence.
Oh.
Like,
I
it's
could see
going
that.
to overstay its welcome, which shouldn't be very long to begin with, because it's, yeah.
Yeah. Do we?
Okay,
Oh boy. Speaking of medleys, High School Weekly said what games
Hold
are
on.
in the orchestral
No.
medley.
I fear no. I fear
High Score Weekly is banned.
respectfully, we have to shut that question down because that is essentially what I'm asking when we're done with this.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
You guys both knew. We don't know.
but-
We don't know.
But I will tip my hat to him when we get there. Jordan, what else?
Okay.
The Xbox Series X world premiere 4K trailer was on December 12th, 2019. I think that was the Game Awards. They may have confirmed something about like the existence of it during E3, but they actually revealed it at Game Awards.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
Well, there you go, folks.
Well, there
The
you
more
go.
you know.
I learned something today. I watched that show, I'm sure, and I just don't remember it. Any other predictions that we didn't get to before we go to our last discussion topic?
Kingdom Hearts 4. Kingdom Hearts is light.
Whoa.
The Kingdom Hearts believers need this. And here's my reasoning why. I do think that there's a chance. I voted yes, we will see Final Fantasy VII Reborn, which is, of course, the title for the third one. But if we see that, it will be ahead of time versus like when we saw the fucking Rebirth re-reveal, I guess, release date announcement, where that was like within 9 months of its release. We're not getting Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 until 2027, which is the 30th anniversary of Final Fantasy VII itself. They wouldn't release it on the 29th anniversary of Final Fantasy VII when it's right fucking there to get the third part on the anniversary 30, which means there's a full year of first party Square Enix stuff that needs to, you know, make ends meet. Nomura's been working on this game since presumably prior to 2020. They showed that thing off in 2021 and said it would be a long time until we saw it again. I think it's high time. I think that might be like the big anchor for Square Enix in 2026. And I think it's time to kick that, you know, promotion off. What better place to do it?
Do you think?
because they're going to
think if
start
they
the
do
year by
reveal it-
porting.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I said it first.
No, you
They're
go
going to
ahead.
start the
No,
year by
you.
porting. They're going to start the year by bringing Remake over to Switch 2 and Xbox. So that's like, you know, maybe at the end of the year they'll have part 2 for Switch 2 and Xbox, and then 2027 bring part 3. So yeah, I see what you're talking about. I think
you
Kingdom Hearts 4 is
think-
a solid yes.
The reveal. I mean, we've seen it already, but do you think the reveal is a la the opening of Kingdom Hearts? I've been having these weird thoughts lately. Like,
Yeah.
is any of this for real or not?
Yeah. It's gonna be like it's gonna be one of those reveals where like for the first 20 seconds you're like, is this fucking Kingdom Hearts? Like, what the fuck is this? And then like the knowers are gonna be like, this is so fucking Kingdom Hearts coded, where it's gonna be like some like mostly black screen with some like text on it, and everyone's gonna be like, what is this? And I'm like, it's fucking Kingdom Hearts. I sniped it because I'm a freak.
Freakazoid. Last call. Any other things that we think we'll see?
I am gonna throw into the universe what I wish would happen and what I actually think will happen logistically. I would love to hear that we're gonna get more or new Titanfall in the ether. Please. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it's like officially dead. But what if we got? I think that what is possible because they have continued to pour into Apex Legends. I think we might get more Titanfall content within Apex Legends. They've continued to kind of like build on the story that exists in that battle royale game because there is like some different story elements. I would love if they maybe like added a campaign to Apex ? That has like Titanfall crossover. I think that's something that could happen because they keep kind of like pouring into that as opposed to actually like working on something different with like Titanfall. So I think that could be something. I don't think while that's not what I would prefer personally, but I think that could happen.
I
How
almost
much-
included in the lightning round Apex in some capacity.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
If not that, then something always.
Sure.
Yeah. That's all for me.
Jake, were you saying something?
How much Apex would you guys play if they announced a season where there was random Titan falls, or if your team did well enough, you could call in
Yes.
a Titan and they implemented that?
I would download it for the
Right.
first time.
Yeah,
Yes.
same.
Probably
I put a lot of hours into it.
Apex Legends Season 28, Titanfall would go fucking crazy.
So
Oh,
it would go crazy,
That's
but that's just not my. I have no love for Titanfall or Apex.
have you played Titanfall?
You
I
bastard.
played the first one a little bit back in the day, and then I tried to do the Titanfall 2 campaign a couple times, and I've just not gotten past. Not for any reason. Like I don't think it's bad.
You
It just-
tried.
yeah, for some reason it just hasn't grabbed me.
It'd be like that sometimes.
It do. It simply do. Let's bring in some of the Discord before our final discussion topic. Oh, it's doing the thing where I can't see anybody's names. Summers, I'm guessing it's an S with a blue circle. That's going to be my guess. Glenn Powell will be there in some capacity. Geoff will wear a gray suit with dark tan shoes. Jake, how about that?
That's a slick look. I would like to see that quite a bit.
Okay. Big freaking. I know this isn't going to happen, but let me just pretend for a moment. Jordan, please let him pretend. Since Valve just announced all this new hardware, it'd be insane if they showed up and announced some software. A little game called Half-Life 3. I doubt it'll happen, but a guy can dream. But imagine if they did a demo of the Steam Machine with Gordon Freeman, and Gordon Freeman shows off his crowbar for us. That would be fucking crazy. And in fact, I should have put Half-Life 3 in the lightning round segment with how much that's been in the zeitgeist of the rumor sphere. But alas, I didn't. The Dan Good Show says more OD and Kojima, obviously. Fable gameplay. Final Fantasy VII Part 3. Did he read our fucking questions? He didn't. He's posted this before. Sony Santa Monica game reveal and Stellar Blade 2. The Gooners are going to go crazy.
And Dan Goodshow's guess is Revelation as the name.
Sirius Shard says Killer
shift up
Bean
document.
returns with the best trailer in the history of video game trailers and Shadow drops early access. I don't remember Killer Bean. Anybody remember?
Sounds suggestive.
Yeah, it's got a really. It had. I think it was either Game Awards last year or Summer Game Fest or something. It was like a really silly game that was like spoofing a bunch of things. Like I think it was like a tongue-in-cheek reference to like this game and that game type of thing. I want to say it's like a third-person action game where you play as a goofy little bean.
I remember
Do you
a
flick it?
trailer of a thing that looked maybe bean-like with like a machine gun on like the back of a truck. Is that it?
I think so.
Maybe I am.
Yeah, that sounds
That
right.
might be Turnip Commits Tax Evasion.
No, different. Good game, though. But I'm the because I've played that. This I'm thinking of a different thing. I'll go look it up and I'll see if that's what it is. And then Summers comes in with one more. Intergalactic won't be there, and their co-prediction is finally seeing more of The Wolf Among Us 2 because Ad Hoc are in the spotlight. Wouldn't that be fucking great if Dispatch was like, we got something more for you? Oh my god, dude.
The Dispatch
I'd lose my
team has
fucking
rights to Wolf Among Us.
I think just in the vibe of the game is what they mean.
Yeah.
Because that's being done by the new Telltale, the Wolf Among Us 2.
I think it's definitely possible that they like stir up something when it comes to like Telltale games just in general. And I have a prediction. I don't think it's here. This is kind of off topic, but I think that more Dispatch will come very soon. I think personally. But you'll just have to tune into JK Games to figure out what we think about that.
Monday. Podcast.
Yes.
Because I think they were on record today or yesterday saying that they're interested in the season 2, but I don't think they've actually officially.
That's
been
all I've
writing
seen.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it could just be
Companies
cheeky
these
marketing
days. You're always trying to kill cash cows,
speak. Yeah. Yeah. Don't I know it? Okay, last question of the evening. The reason I shut down Josh's question of what will be in the orchestral medley is because that is also asking what will be nominated for Game of the Year. And that is
Gotcha.
how I want to end this conversation. So we can, in the spirit of communitas, we can just ask Josh's question. What's going to be in the medley, which means what games are going to be nominated. Kayla, do you have a list already offhand, or do we want to just go around and talk about it as a group?
I feel like a lot of our answers are going to be similar. I do have one that I think maybe no one else has in here, just as like a hope and a dream and a thought. I don't know. What do you prefer? Do you want to go around, or do you want to give the full list from each person?
I guess let's go around with our full lists.
Okay.
Yeah. So Kayla, what are your 6 that you think are going to be announced?
Um, I think that I had 5 instead of 6, so have someone else go first because I messed up.
Jordan, we'll start with you.
So I'm thinking Clear Obscure,
Okay.
Hollow Knight Silk Song,
Okay.
Hades 2,
Okay.
Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where we're going to lose people. People are going to scream at me in the chat.
Oh boy.
I think somehow, some way, whether it's illicit or genuine or whatever it is, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is going to get a nod because it came out so late last year that it missed the opportunity from last year and it was well received. I think it'll get a nod this year. And then I think just based on like just the groundswell of positive reviews as well as like the sales and all that, I think Arc Raiders has a chance to make it as like the kind of almost like a dark horse 6th slot.
Okay.
Wow,
That is
that's a
a group of 6
bold.
games I wasn't expecting.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
I got
that's
my
what it
last
does,
one
man.
whenever we get there.
Kayla, let's go back to you then.
Okay, yeah. I panicked. I was scared. I was like, oh no. Jordan even mentioned it beforehand that it was 6 instead of 5. I only had 5. Okay. So again, this is just in general the nominees, not my person. I must say this is not my official list. You'll get that later. But Claire Obscura Expedition 33, I do definitely think will be there. Donkey Kong Bonanza, I think will be there. Death Stranding 2 on the beach, I think will be there. Hades 2. And I actually think in my mind's eye, think that maybe Silent Hill F would be in there potentially.
Okay.
I think that might be a little bit of like a dark horse is not necessarily the word because I mean obviously it has like broad appeal, but like I do think that maybe it wouldn't necessarily be expected to be there, but I think it could be. I also think Blueprints gets a nod. I think it could be in there too. So that's my 6.
Hell
Kayla,
yeah.
guess what?
Jake, how about you?
I would like to hear what Jordan was going to say.
No, I was going to say that I was actually almost put Silent Hill F on there, but then I looked again and I was like, I'm going to throw Arc Raiders. I'm going to go that way. So we were almost aligned for that one.
Almost.
Jacob, what you
I
got?
bet we do see Arc Raiders at that show. It's so big right now, and it's so much more successful than probably anybody thought it was going to. And they're going to spend some cash to get the word out there and show off some stuff that's coming up. But it's not Game of the Year material. I'll tell you
I
6
didn't say it
games
was.
that are. I think. Listen, I always beat the drum here about the Game Awards and how these nominees are decided and how the results are voted upon. And I think it's interesting, and I'm usually pretty good at this in like guessing who is going to win. And the reason why we get weird winners a lot for like the actual Game Awards is because of the way the voting works. So I feel like it's always important to bring up, and we'll probably talk about this at length in the next episode when we're doing our actual winner predictions. But outlets are the ones that provide their submission for the nominees, right? But the outlets are usually made up of like a ton of different people. So what you end up with is you end up sending a fucking ballot to GameSpot, and then GameSpot's whole office has to decide on like the, least common denominator, or however you want to like, decide what game moves forward. That's why It Takes Two and Astrobot win Game of the Year, because they're like everyone's second favorite game, And I think that that's going to happen to a pretty big extent this year with some weirder and smaller games. And I don't think my list is like that much different than anybody else's, but I do think that it's going to be pretty tough to knock any of these picks. Blueprints, Hades 2, Silk Song, Expedition 33, Split Fiction, Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Sure.
Solid.
I'm pretty aligned with you, Jake. I think as much as I don't want Split Fiction to be nominated, I think it's going to be. But so you said Hades, Blueprints, Donkey Kong, Death Stranding. Did you say Death Stranding 2? No. You said Split Fiction in lieu of Death Stranding 2. And then I think the one that no one has said that I'm going to throw in is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
I've seen that around for sure.
I think
almost shows that one too.
yeah, it's one of those. I see the hype. It just doesn't speak to me. So I could see that one
Yeah.
sneaking. But I'm going to shoot from the heart. I'm going to say what I hope the nominees are, with a little bit of what I like. Clair Obscur, I wouldn't put in the Game of the Year nominations, but it's going to be. I'm not going to be an idiot and not include that. So I'm going to say Clair Obscur. I'm going to say Hades 2. I'm going to say Blueprints. I'm going to say Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm going to say Death Stranding 2, and I'm fucking throwing Dispatch in, dude. I think there is a chance. I think this game is at the exact right fucking time, unless I guess nominations were sent before the people got access to the game. But I think it's getting like so much buzz in the press, especially right now, that I think it might be a surprise 6th game. But we'll see. We shall see.
Yeah. Got our hopefuls, folks. Sir Shard said, I thought this was soundtrack nominees.
Wow.
Sweet. No, it was the compilation of the Game of the Year. Yeah.
Well, next week on the 17th, we're going to get those nominations, and we will predict the winners of those nominations right here on twitch.tv/dropin dropout pod next Thursday about 8 p.m. Eastern time. And we'll at some point check in after the Game Awards to see who won here, who did the best of all of the predictions. I had a great time. I hope you guys did too. Shout out to the chat for being here the whole show, being so sweet to us. With we also got a Rabbit128 subscription about 5 minutes ago for 9 months, saying the ground isn't the only thing swelling.
Oh boy.
How about that? We will be back tomorrow night right here as well, Forza Black Ops 7 with Kayla, Jake, Jerica, and Josh currently in the chat. So until then, make good choices, don't be a bad person, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Where's the button? No, where's the button? Oh no, I can't find the button. I'm about to just end the stream. What did it delete, Jake? Is it gone? What if I just play the Spotlight Games intro to end?